Hey, everybody. Oh, I have the wrong glasses on. They don't, these glasses don't reflect the same way. There. Um, it's July 28th. We just went 1-3 against the Texas Rangers, and now we're going to play the Dodgers. Do we actually play today? It's not a Wednesday, Thursday. No, it's got to be a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, right? I've been really wrapped up in life and I have been listening to, oh yeah, it's today. So today, tomorrow, Thursday. I told my husband last night, we're just going to go in and sweep the Dodgers. Sorry, I can't even say it with, a straight face. And here's the thing. This is kind of why I wanted to do this, whatever this is, which to me now feels like my own online journal that I can go back and watch next year. And so I kind of feel like I'm talking to myself and talking to my future self, which I don't know, I kind of like. Um, this feels very familiar to me. This feels like what it feels like to be a Mariners fan. Um, and I'm watching so much anger. This is what I have been struggling with all along with being a Mariners fan and the amount of like anger and nastiness that is out there about the Mariners, about the team, about the coaches. Look, I'm having all my own feelings, right? It's frustrating. It's so hard to watch, right? When you look at the talent on this team and they're just they're not playing well. And so is it coaching? Firing the third hitting coach, I don't think is the answer. Um I don't think that's going to change anything and I feel really bad for him because I feel like he was a scapegoat for sure. Um I I've said it before and I will continue to say it. I don't think there's going to be any massive changes until after the 50th anniversary, which is in, a week and a half. Um, it's I know I'm going to the game on the 8th, and so that's not this weekend, but next weekend. Um, but at the same time, I feel like there's the possibility Dan Wilson's going to get booed when he comes out on the field, and that stinks. Now, Dan put himself in this position. He had to have I hope he had the conversations with his support people, his family, um, that this could go sideways and that his legacy with the team could be tarnished. And it doesn't take away from the things Dan did with this team, um, and the team that he played for. But, you know, not but, and I don't think he's the greatest coach we've ever had. I don't, let's just face it, we all just love Lou Piniella. Although I was and always will be a big Scott Service fan. I was so upset when they fired Scott and I knew it was coming, but I don't think this is all coaching. I also think it's the front office. And I'm not a Jerry Dipoto hater. I think Jerry actually is pretty talented at what he does. I do like Justin Hollander. I don't know them as people, right? But from what I can tell of them, they seem like they know what they're doing. They seem, I'm not going to judge them as human beings because they don't make a good trade, or something along the lines like that. Um, and you look at this guy. Every time Cal comes up to the plate, I just think, what's going on in his head? You know, how do you go from the season he had last year to the season he's having this year? It has to be really hard. And I think about his family. We got to know his family. I think about his family and how his parents, he's got such a supportive family. So I'm hopeful that everybody is rallying around him, right? And reminding him that this is this season. I don't know what next season looks like. And who knows? Anything could happen. He still could have a breakout August. It doesn't feel like that is happening to me. I feel like there has been something off with this team for quite a while. And I know people talk about the Randy Cal thing at the WBC. I don't know. I mean, is there something there? Maybe. But I don't know that that is going to ruin an entire season. And I don't know. I think it's just baseball. And baseball's a hard sport. I will say one of the things I was very upset about last year was when Root Sports went away because I've been watching Root Sports forever. And I was really sad about it, especially when I thought we were going to lose all of our people. I'm going to bring that up in a second too. This is going to be my conspiracy theory. Uh, it's a funny conspiracy theory, but I thought we were going to lose all of our people, and we didn't. And I'm so grateful for that. But I miss a lot of the stuff Root did, there's a lot of other background Mariner stories, a lot of behind the scenes Mariner stories, is it Brad Adam that had the golf show, that just, I don't know anything about golf, but I just thought it was fun that they had, stuff going on behind the scenes with a lot of these players. And I miss all of that from Root Sports. The one thing I like with MLB is that at the end of the day, I can watch highlights from all the games that were played that day. And it reminds me how hard baseball is. Because really good teams having very complicated days or bad plays or all of these kind of things. And it's important that we all remember those things because it's not just the Mariners. And the Mariners have had some amazing plays. I mean, look what Dom did the other day. And there's not a part of me that thought that was it. Dom changed everything. Dom switched the energy and changed everything. And Randy came right back up and hit a home run right behind him. And it was a good game, but there's something deeper going on here. And, I do mental health for a living. I spend hours and hours and hours with people trying to figure out what's going on underneath. And a lot of times we don't know that for ourselves, right? So how can we expect baseball players to know it for themselves or, um, it's just, or how to know what's going on underneath the team. Those of us who are fans, we don't know, and so to go online and to say nasty things about people or to, it's just this constant barrage of fire Dan. And I'm not saying I disagree with that, but also it's not going to save our year. And it doesn't make Dan a bad person, and it just sort of feels like everything gets really negative and nasty. And that's the part I don't like. I will love this team forever. No one will ever change that. I love them. I have been a Mariners fan since they came here. I will be a Mariners fan until the day I die, and then I will still be a Mariners fan from wherever you go. I will be a Mariners fan. I love this team. I'm already feeling the change in the air that I always feel at the end of July, early August, that fall is starting to think about showing up. And I don't like it because the days are going to get shorter and baseball is going to go away. And I don't like that. I always survive, but I don't like it. And so I want to enjoy every last game I can enjoy. And that means I'm going to watch the Dodger series. And if the Dodgers kill us, then the Dodgers kill us. And I still get to watch baseball. And I understand that that is not how everybody approaches their teams or their sport. And that's okay. This isn't for everybody. This is for people who maybe feel similarly, maybe are just having big feelings and want to be able to acknowledge that I'm having big feelings and I love this team. That's how I feel about it. Oh, and my conspiracy theory. I feel like this is Jen Mueller's fault. That Jen Mueller just needs to come back. We need to bring her back and everything will be okay again. Not true. And I hope Jen Mueller is living her best life. I know she's, with the Seahawks, and I hope that everything is wonderful in her life because I adore her. I think she is incredible and I miss her. And I just feel like if she could come back, she would fix all of the mojo. I do feel like we have fewer women around this year. I feel like Angie's out there kind of by herself. And I love Angie, and I will also always love Angie. Um, but I do miss Jen a lot. So I guess I'm just going to blame Jen. I'm not blaming Jen. But that's my conspiracy theory, that we just need to bring Jen back. So it doesn't feel like there's been a lot of Gatorade baths this year. And I feel like that's because Jen's just not there to be the person that, have to dance around away from them. And none of this is true, what I'm saying. I'm not saying this as though it's very serious. I'm just going to conspiracy theory my own ideas of what we need to do to fix the Mariners, and it's Jen Mueller. So anyway, we're going to go into the Dodger series, and then we're going to come home, and we have pretty intense schedule ahead of us in August. And I mean, we're in third place now? Are we tied for second place with Houston? I don't even know where we were after yesterday's game, but I think Houston's going to overtake us, which really sucks. I also really don't like the Texas Rangers. I actually don't like the Texas Rangers more than I don't like the Houston Astros, primarily because the Texas Rangers are the only team in the league that doesn't celebrate anything for Pride, and that makes me really annoyed, and makes me not like them at all. So, and they're in first, and it is what it is. So, yeah, we're having feelings. We're all having feelings. I am having real feelings about this. It's a lot of disappointment, and I'll be very honest, disappointment is my least favorite emotion. And yeah, I'm really disappointed. I'm disappointed because we were built up to something really special happening this year, and it just hasn't happened, and I don't know if it's going to happen. But I am not disappointed in these players. I change what's happening for them individually, trying to change the energy of this team. I'm not disappointed in any of them. I'm just disappointed overall, because we all want to win. And I've been a Mariners fan for 50 years. I've watched a lot of losing, and there's an oddly familiar, maybe even comfortable kind of feeling in this. It just feels sort of nostalgic, which seems appropriate for the 50th anniversary, right? Like, we thought we were all going to come in and the 50th anniversary was going to be us preparing to, go for another playoff run. And instead, maybe the 50th anniversary is going to be a lot of nostalgia of a lot of years of losing. It won't always be like this, I don't think. And if it is, it's still baseball. So anyway, I got to go to work. Um, I hope that you are out there, if you see this, as somebody who is still enjoying baseball, even if you are disappointed too. And we just keep on keeping on. So, all right, let's go play the Dodgers. Go Mariners.